Let's take a look at 9, okay? 9 is actually might be a little bit tricky for us. So let's see if we can do 9, okay? I'm sure we can do it. So we have 5 and 5/7 minus 2 and 2/3, okay? Remember our first step, are we adding or are we subtracting? And then our second step is our fractions. If we have to change the denominators, we need to change them. I'm gonna give you guys like a good 4 minutes to solve this one because this one's gonna take a few steps. Remember, go through your steps. If it's taken you a while, it's okay. This one has a few steps that we need to take. But first, let's get started with the basic question. Are we adding or are we subtracting?
Subtracting.
Good job. How do you know we're subtracting?
Because it has the subtracting sign.
Amazing job. Okay, next step, Callie. Are we working with our fractions first or our whole numbers?
Fractions.
Okay, good job. What are you noticing about our fractions that makes it a little bit difficult for us?
They have different denominators.
Okay, good job, right? They have different denominators. So I want you guys to take the time. How can I make these denominators the same? I need to find a way to make these denominators the same. Okay, Josh, help me out. Is there anything I can multiply 7 by and I get the answer of 3?
Well, you can't multiply anything by 7 and get 3.
Thanks, right? That makes no sense, right? 7 times 1 would be 7, which is already higher than 3, so there's no way I can get 3. What about the other way around? Is there anything I multiply 3 by to get 7?
No.
No, right? Because 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 3 would be 9, so we never got 7, right? So we need to find some sort of denominator that's going to work for the both of them, and we might have to be multiplying it by a different by a different number that we didn't originally think. So Josh, what denominator are you thinking we can get both of them to be?
21.
Oh, 21. Let me write 21 over here. Who else also thought 21 was a good idea? Okay, Josh, what did you multiply 3 by to get 21?
7.
Good job. And what did you multiply 7 by to get 21?
3.
Okay, I'm going to pause right there. Thank you, Josh. What are you noticing about what we multiplied these two fractions by? On the bottom, we multiplied by 7, and on the top, we multiplied by 3. What are you noticing? What similarities between these two fractions? Raise your hand if you're noticing, wait, that looks kind of familiar. Josie, what are you noticing?
I'm noticing that Josh multiplied 7 by 3, and 3 is one of the fractions that we're using, and he multiplied 3 by 7, which is also another fraction that we're using.
Nice. So like multiplying the denominators by each other?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Josie, I'm going to stick with you. On the bottom right here, we multiplied by 7. So what do I have to do to the top?
You have to multiply it by 7 as well.
Nice. What is 2 times 7?
14.
Good job. And up here, Josie, I multiplied by 3. So what do I have to do to the top?
Multiply it by 3 as well.
Good job. And 5 times 3 is what?
15.
Good job. I now have 15 21ths minus 14 21ths. Raise your hand if you know what 15 21ths minus 14 21ths are or is. Bella.
121.
Good job. 121. Okay, Bella, what can I move over and work with now? I did my fractions, so what can I do?
You go over to your ones.
Good job. If I have 5 ones, can I take 2 away?
Yes.
How many am I left with?
3.
Amazing job. Okay, do I have an improper fraction that I need to change?
No.
I'm good to go. Okay, any questions on this? Okay, let's do 6. Okay, 6, we have 7 and 2, 6 plus 3 and 3/4. Casey, before everyone gets started, are we adding or subtracting?
Adding.
Okay, nice job. Please take the time to add.
You're gonna use your fractions.
Nice job. Okay, I'm going to work with my fractions first. Okay, Dylan, what are you noticing about these fractions that make it a little difficult for me?
The denominator is not the same.
Good job. The denominator is not the same. Raise your hand if you have a denominator that I should change my fractions to. Leo, what do you think?
So since the denominators aren't the same,
Mhm.
just make them the same. Like we did to problem 9, we
Mhm.
should multiply both of them.
Oh, what should we multiply them by?
So for 3/4, the denominator is 4. We should multiply it by 6.
Oh, you think we should multiply it by 6 because that's what we had up here, right?
Yeah,
What does that give us?
that gives us 24.
24. Nice. So you're telling me up here we can make this denominator 24 too?
Yeah.
Okay, what do we multiply 6 by to get 24?
4.
Oh, interesting. That looks a lot like this denominator down here. Thumbs up if you saw that connection. Okay, so Leah, what do I have to do to my numerator in this fraction?
So for 3/4, since we multiply the denominator by 6, we should multiply 3 by 6 also.
Nice job. And what do we get?
18.
Good job. And for this numerator, what should we do to that one?
Multiply by 4 because we did it to the denominator.
Nice. And what do we get when we multiply 2 times 4?
6.
Nice. Okay. Now I have
2
6.
times 4 is 8.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even realize I was going too fast. Yes, we get 8. Okay. So if I have 8/24 and 18/24, what do I get when I add those two together, Leah? What's 18/24 plus 8/24?
26.
Nice. 26 what?
26/24.
Nice. 26/24. Thumbs up if you got this far. Okay. Now I worked with my fractions. What can I move over to? Naria.
7 plus 3.
Nice. I can work with my ones place. So I have 7 plus 3, which is what?
10.
10. Good job. So I have 10, 26/24. But Maria, what are you noticing? What do I need to change about my final answer that I got?
The fraction is the top number 26 is bigger than 24.
Nice. And what do we call that? Do you remember what we call that?
Improper fraction.
It's an improper fraction. So that's not the way we want to write our fractions, right? We want to make sure that they are written correctly. So let's take a look. I had 10, actually I'm going to write this in black. I had 10, 26/24. Okay. Well, I need to take this step now. I need to change this to a mixed number. What mixed number do we get when we change it into a mixed number? What do we get? Jalal, what do you get?
I got 1 whole and 2/24.
Nice. 1 whole and 2/24. And I'm going to quickly see if I can draw this out. So right here's my whole, and I'm going to break it up into 24 parts. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. They want me to shade in 26 of those. Okay, well, I know I can shade in 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? I could shade in the whole thing, and I would know that 24 24ths are shaded in. How many more 24ths would I need to shade in to get to 26 total? 2, right? So that's how Jalal got his 1 and 2 24ths. Do you see how he did that? Okay, Jalal, is that my final answer? 1 and 2 24ths?
No.
What do I need to remember to do?
You need to add the 1 to the ones place because it's a whole number.
Yeah, I need to add this back to my holes that I had before. Remember, I have 10 holes that I had in my original problem. So I need to add this 1 and 2 24ths to my 10 holes. Okay, so I'm gonna actually get rid of this now because I made this 1 and 2 24ths. Okay, now I can easily solve. Okay, if I work with my fractions first, 2 24ths plus nothing is gonna be what? 2 24ths, right? And 0 ones plus 1 ones is how many ones, class?
1.
Good job. It's 1 1. And then 1 10 plus nothing, show me with your fingers, how many tens is that total? 1 10 plus nothing is how many tens? Nice, it's 1 10. So my answer would be 11 and 2 24ths. Okay, any questions on that? So you have numbers 1, 2, 7, and 8 left to do if you have extra time and would like more practice with those. Okay. If you need help, you can always send me a message and we can work through these together. But for the most part, I'm seeing you guys are doing a really, really good job at this. Okay, so are there any final questions on adding and subtracting mixed numbers?